Hello everybody and welcome to Scorpion Editor Ultra Beginner's Guide tutorial number 7, and this one is called Player. We're going to get a player moving around on the screen and firing projectiles. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the prerequisite for this one, you need to have completed tutorial number 6, where we cover actors. We add a tiled map and we add actors to the map. But none of the previous tutorials are necessary, just number 6. So we'll copy and paste our project folder for number 6 and we'll call it 07 Player. Very good. Now I'll grab the assets that we're going to need for this from just another copy that I've got lying around, so I'm not completely building this from scratch. I've got assets in place, so we've got the player, the bullet and the sound effect sitting there. We'll copy those in place. We'll just throw them into the root folder because this is a simple project, and then we'll open it up. And then we'll go to our maps panel and click on new map. So in the last tutorial we had these 3 aliens bouncing around the screen. So we'll go into edit map, and just to keep things focused, keep things simple, we're going to go into our actors layer, click the erase button, and we'll remove these for now and just concentrate on the matter at hand. We'll save that and close it, go back into here. They've now disappeared from the map. Okay, animations. We're going to create a new animation and we're going to call it player, and we're going to find out that player is a reserved word, so we'll add an underscore after the word player so it doesn't collide with reserved words in the game engine. And there's the images we've just added, bullet and player, so we'll click on player and we shall add that as an animation there. And we'll keep it centered like it is. And now we've got the animation, we'll click on actor, select the animation we've just created, we'll call that player. That allows us to call that player without adding an underscore to it. Okay. So we're going to click player button. We're not going to have the camera follow it. It is going to be an attacker, and yep, we'll just have those 3 selected. We're going to have it controlled automatically by the controller, so we click on CPU here, we change it to control 8 directional movement, That'll tell the player to be controlled by the controller. And you'll notice these 4 radio buttons have appeared under here, and the default is control 1, so it's going to be controlled by controller number 1, which is what we want. And so this is, in case you haven't noticed already, this is like a Space Invaders turret gun type of character, so it's going to only move left and right. We'll give it speeds left and right. Alright. Okay, and now show and level. New map. So that no wait, I've missed a step here. Let's just step back a bit. We've got to go into maps, and this is important, otherwise you won't get your player spawning onto the screen at the start of the game, and I haven't found a way to do this programmatically. You have got to add it to your map in your tile editor. So click on map, actors, and now you notice we've got 2 actors here. We'll click on this actor and we'll place it roughly in the middle. Can't put it exactly in the middle, we'll just put it roughly in the middle. Tile number 7. We'll save, close the map. Okay, there it is there. Let's go back to actors, and now we'll click show and level. Okay, so it's appearing, but it's a little bit below the bottom of the screen, so you're only going to see the top part of it sticking up there. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag it up and let it sit just 1 pixel from the bottom, and we'll see how that goes. And there we have it. Moves back and forth with the arrow keys. That's where we placed it on the map. So that actually went pretty smoothly. You just got to remember to place it on your map in the tile editor, otherwise you're not going to be able to get it appearing. Okay. So initially I had this split into 2 tutorials, one for map and the other for projectile, but this went alright, so I'm going to merge the projectile one into this one, and we've already got the projectile image added, so we'll add another animation here and we're going to call it bullet. And once again, bullets is also a reserved word, so we're going to add an underscore after that for our animation. And then we'll click on bullet. We've got an image here. We'll leave it centered. Then we'll click on our actors tab and we'll create an actor and we'll call it bullet, as we do. Okay, we shall not show it in the map, just show it by itself. And we're going to click projectile. Block controllers, that's what we'll click there. Everything else gets left at the defaults. Speed up number 5. We'll change our direction to use the projectile's default direction, so it's going to fire straight upwards. And that'll do for now. We'll get into the other stuff later. Then we'll go back to the player. We will these settings are all attack settings. We'll change this actor direction to projectile direction, and we'll select a projectile that'll be called bullet. Okay, I think that's good. Let's see what happens. So in Blastum we're okay, we've got our bullets appearing. They're not firing upwards. We're running out of sprites, and we crashed it. We've breached our actor limit. So let's reinvestigate that. Okay, look direction needs to be set to up. Otherwise it's not going to move upwards. I believe that was what was wrong. Let's try again. Okay, it's now firing upwards. It's getting stuck on the roof, and soon we're going to crash it. Yep, very good. Okay, so first of all, it's also appearing out of the middle of the gun turret. We want it to be appearing at the top. So we'll set our offset over in this screen, and I've already discovered it should be Y -21. It'll appear to be nicely firing out of the top of the cannon instead of out of the middle of the cannon. And the other thing it needs to do is when it hits the wall, we'll change it to destroy when it gets to the top. It's not going to bounce off any of the other walls, so we can set those all to none or destroy. It doesn't matter, just not just as long as when it hits the top of the screen it destroys the actor, so that you can have the resources to keep firing more and more of them. And that's more like it. We're firing our bullets are going straight up, they're not getting stuck on the roof, and they're firing out of the top of the gun. At least I think it's the top of the gun. They're firing so quickly it's hard to really tell, but that's good enough for us. Okay, when we first copied and pasted the project, we put our sample in. Let us change our sound driver to XGM, because we're going to be doing that later anyway. We'll close the project. And you notice there's no save button on this, it just saves it automatically, which, well, that has pros and cons. We'll open it back up, and Go to our audio tab. We've got a sound called shoot. Very good. That's a WAV file, 20 kilobytes, I believe. So our actor called the player is going to, when it shoots, it's going to play the sound shoot. And this is the last bit. Let's hope it works. So it's, if I haven't said this already, it's the S key is your fire button in Blastum to test this, and your left and your right arrows represent your controller. So that's it. That's the player tutorial, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Shout out to this other tutorial that is very similar to this one. Let me just find it. I'll get back to you. Alright, so his name is Weiju Wu. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but yeah, he does a Space Invaders style tutorial on the Amiga. It's 2 years ago. The engine has changed a little bit since then, but not by too much. It's pretty much similar to what you see in this tutorial. So, alright, that's great. Take it easy. We'll catch you next time.